Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're currently in a slightly awkward scenario thanks to Italy and their refusal to be murdered by us. There's some of that going on for sure, but we're also in a position where very soon here we're going to have castle baileys and windmills good to go. So it's going to be a few years, but we will have some upgrading to do fairly soon. In the meantime, we can take a look at like the Mongol Empire here. What do we got going on here? I mean, this particular ruler is not particularly well set up for intrigue. This guy is. He's an elusive shadow. So that's wonderful. And then his heir is... Actually, he's only had daughters so far. We'll keep an eye on that. We might be able to work with that. There's a possibility. We might be able to do like a marriage between him and, for example, this person here. We'd want to make it be matrilineal in that scenario, and that's only 6 reasons away. And 8 of those is because he's dear. This one would probably be too high in the line of succession. Yeah. He's also unimpressed by our royal court. Okay, well, that's fine. I do want to take a look at our royal court. How is that going? Oh, and I want to also point out that as of yesterday, as of the time of this recording, version 1.6 of Crusader Kings is out. For the purposes of both this series and the Ottoman series, we're going to be remaining on this version of Crusader Kings until the end of both of these series. We're most of the way through on both of them, so I'm not expecting that to be too much longer, and then we'll be able to do a little bit with 1.6, and I might stream some 1.6 at some point soon. But for now, that's the overall plan. The series are going to remain on 1.5.1.1, I think it is. Something along those lines. They're going to remain on that. So that's fine. Now back to our court grandeur here. I think I'm okay with bumping up to max court grandeur. Oh yeah, look at this income. We're fine. We can also revoke a title here, and I would absolutely love to revoke one of these. So we revoke this guy's title, ideally. 98% chance. Actually, it just dropped to 96. Okay. How long on this sway? It went back up to 98. The Marshal is... There we go. What do we suppose the odds are that we fail this roll? We'll do it. It's not my place. Okay. Surely we don't fail this, right? Okay, good. We gained a level of stress, but that's fine. We're going to start working on swaying this fine gentleman here. We'll let our tyranny recover. And yeah, we're going to need to work on swaying him. So that's fine. I just want to make absolutely sure that we have this castle upgrading and this one as well. Yes, did we forget this one? No, but we can build our forest forts there. Excellent. So the forest forts, it will increase nothing but levies for us, which isn't ideal, but it'll be fine. We need to get that done anyway. Excellent. Oh, and I did check in the Ottoman episode, and for the culture here, if we were to reform the Norse culture and add it in, it's called legalism, but I think that we don't actually have that available. Let's just go through this real quick and make sure, but I think it's not available to us currently. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be in the warfare category. Maybe in the social category? Modest, musical theorists, practiced pirates, xenophilic. Yeah, that's not all what we're looking for there. Bound by faith. Okay. So yeah, I'm not seeing legalism available here. It's probably on a per culture basis, whether it's available or not. So for the time being, we're not going to be able to do that. Our son is in Valhalla because he is stillborn. Okay, we do get a stewardship lifestyle perk here, and we'll grab golden obligations. Okay. This Duchess is fine. I do want to actually check here. We already filled out this tree. So we don't need to worry about that. We are getting caught up in tech, and that's very, very good. Of course, the late medieval era has already started. But windmills will be done in 8 years, Castle Bailey's in 11. Okay. Good to know. Now, we're not currently having any factionalism, although that may change in the near future, looking at that situation. I would like to find a way to fight Wallachia. We could do a Duchy de jure claim. This is actually only a single county. Okay, we're not allowed to press these guys' claims, but we could do a de jure claim. What about Croatia? Oh yeah, we can do a de jure duchy here. Cool. While we're at it, do we want to do anything in Moldavia? Honestly, yeah, let's do this. This is only a single county. What about this one? That's a single county as well. So we'll just go for this county. And then there's this guy here. We don't actually have a claim here. And then Bohemia, we could do a duchy here as well. That's a single county. That's a single county. Okay. So we'll go for something kind of like this. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get through all of these wars, but I'm not thinking that this will be a particularly challenging set of wars. We'll raise up our men-at-arms and some levy troops. This is more than enough levy troops, in theory. And we'll get them heading on in. There we go. Group those together, and we will get our standard siege force. These guys will head out over this way. I'd like to fight this force, so that'll be fine. We do need a siege commander in this, so we'll put that in. And what do we got? This guy will do. Okay. So as far as this force goes, that's the siege commander currently. We'll put this guy in for the supply duration, I guess. That'll be handy. We catch these guys here. I love it. Okay. And now I'd like to wonder what exactly is going on with these wars. Sure. I don't know why he's going up over here. I guess we'll start a slow siege over here, and we'll grab this location next. We're at 68% war score on the Croatian war. And that is great. Ah, that explains a lot. So we're going to abandon this slow siege, and we're going to come back over this way. I'd like to fight this force. And who exactly is this? Kingdom of Burgundy. What war are you in? Oh, this is Lower Bosnia. We don't actually need to be here. What am I doing? We'll just position here just to defend that, but, I mean, they're not going to be able to stop this. This war is over. We don't need to fight them. So, we'll praise his... He's sadistic and gregarious. We'll keep it short and professional. Okay, so this war is over, and we will enforce those demands. And then we'll send our siege force down over here. And these guys, where do we want them to go? I want to maybe come up over here and fight Bohemia. Yeah, that'll be the way to go. Cool. So we'll head up over here. I hope we have enough troops for this. We may actually want to raise up a few additional troops, like up here-ish. Yeah, we'll raise a few additional, and that should be sufficient, in theory. We'll group up there, and we are sieging here. Looks good. Group those together, and in we go. They're actually giving up on their siege. They shouldn't have, but they did. And we're going to defeat them in this battle. Fantastic. Embrasures have been constructed. Sounds good. Court Grandeur level comes up, and at this point, let's go over and fight this force. Looks good. Have we finished the siege? Yes, we have. So we're going to head on in and continue to siege. They're going to give up on this for sure, but are they going to let us catch them here? Yes, they are. Cool. We were just murdered. Okay, well, that's an awkward timing, but it's fine. So, we've got this guy. Okay. We didn't lose anything here. We were well set up there. If we look at our succession here, we would like to have a son. So let's get ourselves some concubines here. something along the lines of this'll do. Okay. So we're still in all of the wars. They were de jure wars, and they will remain de jure wars. We have no lifestyle focus right now. I'm going to go into scholarship focus here, because I still want to grab scientific, and then we'll switch back into intrigue after that. Okay. Now, as far as our council goes, we'll put in some of these bigger vassals here. There we go. We'll let these factions reset. Okay, we actually captured this guy here. That's a big deal. So we'll get that county done, and we'll head up over this way next, I think. The next war is, well, we've got Wallachia here, which we are already managing. So yeah, we'll come up over this way and fight these guys. So as far as this goes, we're at 13 of 8, and let's take a look at our wife situation. Right. Lucrezia is not very good at this. And I don't think we can, well, we'll have to check that later. Difference in your military strength, minus 80,060 reasons. What? I'm sorry, what? What exactly is going on there? That's exciting stuff. This needs to reset. Okay, there we go. Now we can see that the Independence faction is currently the only super threatening faction. We should check to see if we can negotiate with any of these. There are a couple of dukes in this, so we can just hand those out. That is unlikely to be a huge problem. So none of these are negotiable at the time, or for the time being. So this guy would need to be handed out. Where is his actual duchy at? Okay, his duchy is out over here. We could give him to, like, this person. He's your problem now. Fantastic. We could also demand your conversion. There's only a 7% chance of that, so we'll keep an eye on that. This Independence faction is going to continue to grow. And I'd love to catch these guys here. We do catch some of them. Perfect. Now, we do need to deal with our domain limit. That is for sure. So we're going to hand out this title. We're going to hand out this title. We're going to hand out this title. That'll bring us to 10 of 8, which isn't great, but it'll do. For the moment, anyway. Okay, so our wife is not very good at managing domain, but that does bring us up to 10 of 9. So that's good. Okay. Sounds fine for the time being. So we're going to win this fight. That is fully expected. And then we'll just start a slow siege here. That'll be fine. This siege has been won. We'll make our way up over here. I really wish that we could do something here, but let's take a look at what he's got available. Actually, yeah, we can... Wait a second. Break betrothal. Ah. This bug. Okay, well, we'll break the betrothal, and he's going to hate us for it. And then we're going to rearrange the marriage, the exact same marriage. And now we have an alliance. There we go. So that'll reset that faction. The faction will be back. We fully expect that. But we'll wrap up this fight up here. Sure, show in the Duke. Okay. So there's that dealt with, and we're just going to park here and slow siege. Yeah, it's going to be 2 years, but that's fine for the moment. 2 months over here. Yes, as expected, the faction comes back. No surprises here. We can't negotiate with Germany, but what we can do is something like this. There we go. No problem with Germany. Will that make that faction go away? I think that's a little bit unlikely, but we're getting more likely. I think the faction will be back again, but we'll see. A book artifact for 300 gold? Yeah, that's not great. So we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, as expected, the faction is back. So we're going to move these guys over here, and we're going to need to do something about the King of Pomerania as well. We could do something along the lines of this, matrilineally. And that is absolutely something we'll do. We're hoping that we have a son, later on. That would be ideal. So hopefully that becomes a thing. And just muting my phone here because it decided to ring. There we go. That is dealt with. I apologize for that. But there we go. That should not be a problem anymore. And that faction is currently gone. We'll see if it comes back. So they're sieging down over here. Are we better off doing battle? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave behind a small levy-only force. And we're going to move down over here with this force, and we're going to go fight them. We could actually put in a siege commander here as well, just to make this go faster. Wonderful. Okay, so in we head. And we are going to catch them here, I think. Yes, we are. Perfect. And we win that fight. All according to plan. This siege is over, and we should continue heading towards their capital over here. I would like to continue chasing them, but I think we need to resupply. So we're going to do that. We're going to split these guys up, and then we'll split them again. And we'll just resupply. There we go. No problem there. This siege is actually progressing pretty well. And there is a faction brewing back up again. This is actually a duke that's leading the faction currently. We're just going to give him to this guy. Who is this? Vagarshak. Okay. This guy here. There we go. No problem there. Wonderful. So that gets rid of that problem for the time being anyway. They have a significant amount of their troops up here just chilling. I like it. We're going to move into the capital of Wallachia. There we go. And we're going to move troops up over this way, just in case attrition means that we can't progress this siege anymore. That would be a problem if that was in fact the case. So we're going to head over here. Okay. This is barely a threat here. Just a duke. Okay. Once again, we can just move him into a kingdom, and we'll go with this one. No problem. Cool. Okay, so we're going to take this, and that's going to swing our war score pretty thoroughly here. We just had another female child? Yes, we did. Okay. Well, this war is over with Wallachia, so we'll go ahead and enforce those de jure demands. And we'll start making our way up here with the siege force. Ungvar? Why do you exist? We'll grant that out. And that puts us at 9 of 9. Okay, well, I didn't actually realize that that went to us. That was a de jure claim, wasn't it? It should have gone to someone else, I would think. But okay. Well, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to group all of these guys together. And if this runs out of troops, we will come in with our siege force. That's going to be the plan there. And we'll come over here and fight again. We are actually battle capped, so we can only get anything if we get captures here, but that's a little unlikely. Okay, I did not actually mean to pay the 300 gold to him. I just clicked right through that. Should not have happened, but that's my own fault. We have become the owner of this chest. Sure. Okay. So we're going to head up here and continue to siege. And we'll head down over this way. We're at 55% war score here. Already a breach up here. I like it. Okay. Just want to make sure that we have things equipped. Yeah, our armor is pretty crappy. There's no doubt about that. But that's okay for the time being. Of course she'll be there. So we're at 59% war score. Ticking is on our side now. And we'll come in over here. I'm a little concerned about these guys being here. So we're going to split off another little levy force. And we're going to head up over this way with our main battle force. It looks like they're going to siege up here, which is acceptable. Yeah, I don't mind them sieging up here. Is this commanded by ruler? It is. We should go for attempting to capture him here. And that's exactly what we'll do. We're at 80% war score right now. Make that 86. We did not capture him, but that's fine. We'll gain some learning lifestyle experience. Hello, pause menu. And this fort will get sieged. Okay, we'll head on in over this way. And this siege will finish up very shortly here, but this one I'm expecting may end the war. Only 5.3 from some of these. It may not. Yeah, it didn't quite. This one definitely will. That's so many pop-ups. Okay. This one definitely will end the war. So that's fine. We'll get out of that. The succession was relatively smooth, all things considered. So we'll go ahead and enforce those demands and disband those troops. Excellent. Okay. Hey, there we go. That's a sun. That's what we want to see. Fantastic. So looking over at the Mongol Empire here, I think we leave them be for the time being. They're actually quite a lot weaker now. But I think that's because they are in an independence war. Fair enough. We have a daughter, sure. We'll ransom this duke, and ransom this guy, and ransom this guy as well. That all looks good. This king became our chancellor. That's kind of rude, but I guess that's okay. Sure, we'll imprison her. And that was not the armor that we had equipped, so all good. Of course she'll be there. We'll pay 50 gold, or rather get 50 gold, and get 100 gold as well. And how are those technologies coming along? It'll be delayed a bit since we lost all of that scholarship because the last guy wasn't alive for a super long period of time, but it's 4 years and 15 years at this point. Okay. 25 gold there. We get our learning perk. So we're going to grab scientific, and now we're going to swap over to probably domain focus as soon as we can, but that won't be for another 2 years, so that's fine. Ransom acceptable and ransom acceptable. For the time being, we're saving up cash, but let's head on in over here. Oh, so many ransoms. I like it. So we're going to head on in over here, see if there's any other constructions that we can do. And in fact, there is. We can build forest forts here, as well as potentially over here. Yeah, I like it. So let's get all of our forest forts leveled up to level 6, where we have them. They're not in every location. But there we go. Get that all handled. Premature birth, unfortunate. Okay. Sounds good. So we're going to talk to this guy. We're going to start swaying him again. Imprison a king. I like it. And that was our steward, so we're going to need this guy then. Excellent. Now what is he doing? He's promoting cultural acceptance. Okay. I'm not exactly sure why he's doing that. Where is he promoting it? Hang on. He is in... Now, where is this? You know what? Let's have him stop doing that. Let's just work on increasing development for the time being in our capital. That'll be fine. What is our development growth here with that? 1.2. Not the best, but that'll do. Okay, so Bohemia. If we were to offer him vassalage, he wouldn't accept, obviously. Moldavia here. I mean, I would still like to go after this county. But if we could just offer him vassalage, that would be the way to go. Indeed it would. The King of Wallachia, again, I would like to offer vassalage. That's not really going to be a huge option. The Pope is pretty upset about us. I just noticed there have been, like, no crusades. That's a little weird, right? Huh. I just realized that. Very strange. At any rate, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to see about continuing to probably scheme, although we're getting very close at this point to getting ourselves some additional technology, so building upgrades is not a terrible idea either. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.